Caio Borralho versus Jared Cannonier was an absolute war. I mean, Cannonier almost getting finished two times, once in the third round, once in the fifth round. Caio having that massive cut underneath his eye that was just opened up in the fourth round. This was a banger, and it definitely saved the rest of the card. Because let's be real, the rest of the card was pretty underwhelming. And how did Cannonier not get finished in that fifth round? I mean, that sequence was crazy. The 1-2 straight, and then him being on skates and not getting tapped out or finished from ground and pound. Man, for being 40, Cannonier looks so athletic and still so strong. Maybe a little bit less sharp than before, but the power is still there. And with this win, Borralho also brings his ranking probably up to the top 5 because Cannonier had that top 5 spot. So that's going to make it very interesting. It's another great fighter in the middleweight, top 5 ranking. He called out Dricus in his post-fight interview. I don't know if that's realistic. I think one win over Cannonier, who's past his prime, just got beat by Nasruddin Imavov, who's ranked number 4. So maybe we pair those two up. Maybe we give him one more fight before a title. I would definitely say he needs at least one more fight before he fights someone like Dricus. Maybe he's a rebound fight for Izzy. That would be a good fight. What do you guys think? Who should Caio fight next? Because he looked very good. He stood and striked with Jared Cannonier for 5 rounds. I mean, that's impressive. Unfortunately, the rest of the card, like most Apex cards, was lacking a little bit, in my opinion, in terms of the quality of the fights. You did have some of the tough competitors on there, and I don't know. I didn't like watching Ryan just lay and pray. Ryan Loader, I think his name was. I want the other guy to win, unfortunately, but that didn't happen. The other fight was absolutely great. The bantamweight or the featherweight fight from the Tough series, that was an absolute banger knockout, timed perfectly, just out cold. And then the flyweight women's fight, I believe her name is Wang Cong, getting a 1 minute and 6 second KO, the second fastest flyweight women's KO in UFC history. After what she did at the press conference with the Joker makeup, I mean, that is putting a statement on your UFC debut. And I'm really happy with how much recognition the fighting nerds are getting now with their, I think it's like 42 fight win streak between all of them. We had Carlos Prates winning a couple weeks ago. Now we have Caio Borralho winning again. I mean, they're on top. They are taking over. Now all we need to see is for them to dye their hair blonde and get Charles as the coach. That's when the fighting nerds actually take over. That would be insane. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this card. I thought the main event was great, and then the rest of the main card was a bit lacking, and there were some great prelims as well. I really enjoyed some of the prelims. But yeah, that just about does it for the quick recap. See ya.